welcome to the New Faces All-Winner Show with Elaine Simmons, John D. Bryant, Dry Ginger, Jean DeBoff, Tom Waite, George Huxley's Jazz Band, Anthony Waters, Joe Waddy Waddy, Ricky DeSoni, Charlie James, Jackie Carlton, Yakety Yak, and Trotto. And here's your resident bass, Derek Hobson.
Thank you very much, and good evening, and welcome to our all-winners show, 13 acts that have come through this 13-week series. And the prize at stake tonight, a place in Sunday night at the London Palladium. That's tomorrow night at 7:25. So that's what the 13 acts will be competing for. Can we just concentrate, first of all, though, on last week's show and the winning act then? The panel voted as the best act on that programme the Birmingham-based jazz band, George Huxley's Jazz Band. But you at home disagreed with that decision. You thought that the winning act should be the comedian Pete Conway. Well, tonight, it's simply the panel's decision, and the rules are very simple tonight, because these are all winning acts. There will be no advice, no criticism given, simply some marks and some judging from our three judges, which we're going to meet right now. First of all, a man who, well, I'm sure 1974 is going to bring a lot more hit records, a lot more hit musicals, and along with his lovely wife, Jackie Trent, more cabaret and television. The Mr. and Mrs. of Music, and meet now the Mr. of Music, Mr. Tony Hatch. Well, if John Logie Baird invented television, our next guest is one of the men who certainly turned it into an art form. From the television spectaculars through to the world coverage of the Olympic Games, this man's endorsed them all. Not only a Mr. Television, but a master of television, Mr. Bill Ward. Finally, not only is our third guest a magician and a TV journalist, but he's known as the Uri Geller of Fleet Street. Indeed, he's often seen straightening the cutlery at the Daily Mirror canteen. Mr. Clifford Davis. Our panel tonight, and we won't be hearing from them until the end of the show when they all give their marks. Now, what better way to start a show, I suppose, than some high-kicking ladies or a blast of sound? We've chosen tonight, in fact, a blast of sound. A Dixieland sound of last week's winners.
Nobody's sweetheart now. They don't baby you somehow. Fancy hose and silken gown, you'd be out of place in your own hometown when you walk down the avenue. I just can't believe that it's you with your painted lips, painted eyes. the avenue. I just can't believe that it's you with your painted lips, painted eyes, wearing the band of paradise. It all seems wrong somehow. That's in nobody's sweetheart now.
Right, thank you very much indeed. The George Huxley Jazz Band getting us off to a really great start tonight on this show. May I point out at this stage there were times when you at home and our panel disagreed, and you told us so in our phone-in. For instance, last week, George Huxley's Jazz Band and Pete Conway. But don't worry, when we start our new series, it'll be those acts that you picked as the winner in our first show. That's a little bit later on next year. All right, now, she's just 4'7" and 3/4 inches tall. And when she came on this show, she made quite a big impression. In fact, Charlie is my darling, your darling, and the judge's darling. And right now, she's come back once again to sing for us tonight. Charlie James.
I've got a feeling wouldn't trade for anything, for all the peace, for all the greens, for all the world. Feel like I'm made out of gingerbread. Aha, aha, aha. Crumb picking, lip licking gingerbread. Aha, aha, aha. I can't think about rainy weather now. I finally got myself together now. Fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. Ooh, I'm fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. man, all tasty and tan, sweet gingerbread man.
Fine, that was Charlie James. And yes, thank you very much indeed, Charlie. All 4'7" and 3/4 inches over. Well, at this point of time, we're going to ask what our panel think. We're going to go to Tony Hatch, please. Could you talk about the first two acts and talk about Charlie James first of all?
Charlie James, first of all. Yes, I will. When I first saw her on the programme a few weeks ago, I thought she had great possibilities then of being able to do something in the business, and I'm more than ever convinced about it. She's a very versatile singer, and I think that her voice could easily adapt to the country music style, and I think that if she's going to try and make any records, that should be the style she goes into.
Right. Well, thank you very much indeed, Tony Hatch, and thank you very much indeed, Charlie James. And can we stay with you, Tony Hatch, and talk now about the first group, George Huxley's Jazz Band?
Should be delighted, yes. They make nice, happy, toe-tapping music, and although jazz of this form really has had its heyday and has had one revival, it never really dies, so there's always room for a group like this, and I think they're obviously very popular, and they're very, very professional and very rhythmic.
Thank you very much, Tony Hatch, and all right. Well, we'll keep going backwards and forwards to see what the panel are thinking as we move on to our acts. Right now, it's folk music time, and a lovely act. This two boys and a lovely girl, they come from Old Coulsdon in Surrey. In fact, they've got a Pytle folk club down there. They've got their own style of music. This piece called Topango Valley. Here are Dry Ginger.
Come on, let's take a ride in a little red motor car. Come on, I'm here for the first time in California. You can take the freeway to Topanga Canyon, but leave the hood roll down and let the wind blow warm.
All the sunny sights I knew, those good lonely times roll.
All the blues that have no roots are slowly turning to brown.
Oh, and look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round on my own wings. Just another weekend in California.
Look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round on my own wings. Just another week here in California. You ask me where I've been this past year. I have been so lonely and out of reach. I hope it's not too late, you know I'm really trying. And you have been such a help to me.
All the sunny sights I knew, those blue and lonely times.
All the blues that have no roots are slowly turning to brown.
Oh, and look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round on my own wings. Just another weekend in California.
Look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round in my own wings. Just another week here in California.
All the sunny sights I knew, those blue and lonely times.
All the blues that have no roots are slowly turning to brown.
Oh, and look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round on my own wings. Just another weekend in California.
Look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round on my own wings. Just another week here in California. Look at me, I'm mellowing, flying round on my own wings. Just another week here in California.
I think if we'd arranged to meet Dry Ginger, we would have missed out, because I was in Topanga Valley, and you were up Topanga Canyon there. Sorry about that. Hope it didn't spoil the song. Well, you know, there have been quite a number of success stories in this series. This next gentleman, for instance, he was appearing at Tito's Club in Cardiff. He came onto the show, and now everything seems to be happening. He's now, for instance, just signed up a recording contract. He's got a new management agency in London, and he's about to take up a summer season. A success story. He's brought along tonight a love story as we meet Tom Waite.
Where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love she brings to me. Where do I start? With her first love, she gave a meaning to the center world of mine. There'll never be another love, another time. She came into my life and made the living fine. She fills my heart. She fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. She fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely with her love. It could be lonely. I reach for her hand. It's always there. How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answer now, but this much I can say. I know I'll need her till the stars all burn away, and she'll be there. How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answer now, but this much I can say. I know I'll need her till the stars all burn away, and she'll be there.
Tom Waite. Well, now I've got Dry Ginger with me, because we're going to find out again from that panel. And Clifford Davis, you've got those two acts to talk about briefly.
Dry Ginger, I think, have a very rare thing, which is quality. They look nice, they're young, they're exciting. I think they'll go a long way.
Fine, thank you very much indeed, and thank you too, Dry Ginger. And Tom Waite. What about Tom Waite then, Clifford Davis?
Well, I missed Tom Waite when he was on the show, but I'm glad things are happening for him in show business. I think he's a terribly exciting singer. I think for a girl, I think he must have a great sex appeal. I found him very exciting. And
Right.
I wish him the best of luck. I'm sure he'll go far.
Lovely, thank you very much, and thank you, Cobra. Well, that's just a sample of some of the acts we have to come tonight. Now, when you come back in a couple of minutes' time, we'll have Yakety Yak, Elaine Simmons, Anthony Waters, Trotto, and Ricky DeSoni. That's 5 more acts in just a couple of minutes' time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
7948, New Faces, Part 2, Take 1.
Welcome back to part 2 of our special All Winners New Faces show. We've only seen 4 acts so far, and we've got another 9 winners still to come on this programme. Now, let's take the 4 attractive people from Sutton Coldfield we're about to meet. They've got a lovely female lead guitarist, which is different, a pop group with a simple sound, which is different, some really new impressions, which is different. They've got a very different name, too. It's called Yakety Yak.
Nice, didn't she do well? Marvellous, so wonderful. They've got a really marvellous show for you. Nice, yes. Now, we've got this marvellous sword swallower. You should see him, he's a cat above the average. Marvellous, oh, thank you, nice. It really is a thrill. We're going to bring him up for you now. Here he is, the magnificent Colin. What's wrong?
I can't do it. I had a terrible accident last night. Can't see the point in that. Thank you! Eric Delaney. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a news flash. Last night a hole was knocked in the wall of a Birmingham nudist camp. Today, police were looking into it. Thank you, splendid. Ladies and gentlemen, there is another star on the show other than myself. So while I go and have a cup of cocoa, here is Elvis Presley.
My sister, what's wrong with me? I met you like a man on a rose tree. Do you think this is I got in love? I'm a shit.
I don't think you'll ever make a pop singer. I think you'd make a very good window cleaner. He moves terribly well. And out of sheer generosity, I will lend him minus 45.
Don't be cruel, but you try, that's true. Don't be cruel, that's true.
Right, that was Yakety Yak. Yakety Yak. Quite overcome in the audience there. Now, the rules. Can I just remind you once again about the rules tonight? We're not giving advice or criticism. We're simply giving a judgment and some marks at the end of the program. So don't worry about scores and things. That comes at the end of the program tonight. Well, now we're going to meet a lovely, gorgeous Scottish lady who was the winner of our very first show. In fact, she's making a number of television engagements all over the place, and we're very lucky to have her here tonight. She's had to switch her program round a bit. So, will you welcome now, from Scotland, the lovely Elaine Simmons.
Last night I couldn't get to sleep at all. No, no. I lay awake and watched until the morning light washed away the darkness and the lonely night. Oh, last night I got to thinking maybe I should call you up and just forget my foolish pride. I heard your number ringing, I went cold inside. And last night I didn't get to sleep at all. I know it's not my fault, I did my best. God knows this heart of mine could use a rest. But more and more I find the dreams I left behind are somehow too real to replace. Oh, last night I got to thinking maybe I should call you up and just forget my foolish pride. I heard your number ringing, I went cold inside. And last night I didn't get to sleep, didn't get to sleep. No, I didn't get to sleep at all. But more and more I find the dreams I left behind are somehow too real to replace. Oh, last night I got to thinking maybe I should call you up and just forget my foolish pride. I heard your number ringing, I went cold inside. And last night I didn't get to sleep, didn't get to sleep. No, I didn't get to sleep at all. No, no, no. Last night I didn't get to sleep at all. No, no, no. Last night I didn't get to sleep at all. No, no, no. I didn't get to sleep, didn't get to sleep. No, I didn't get to sleep at
Thank you very much indeed, Elaine Simmons. And could you just stay there a moment, because we're now going to go over to the panel once again. We welcome a new panelist tonight, the Director of Programs at ATV, Mr. Bill Ward. What about that act, Elaine Simmons?
Elaine, she chose a very difficult song to sing, and she sang it very, very well, with a great deal of confidence. And I think she'll go very, very far. She's got a lot of confidence and a lot of style, and very nice indeed.
Thank you very much indeed, and happy Hogmanay. Can we go back to you again? This time, would you like to talk about Yakety Yak?
This is the first time I've ever seen this act. They started very slowly, and I didn't know what to expect. I thought Brian Clough was going to come along at some time. I'm sorry Clement Freud isn't here, because he would certainly have enjoyed that little piece. They built, and they built very, very, very well. Good act.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Bill Ward. Well done. Well, you know, It isn't just singers and groups that we've had on this series. We've had trick cyclists, we've had sword swallowers, mind readers, and clairvoyant chickens. We've also had an actor, indeed an actor who won one of our shows with an interpretation out of Lerner and Loewe's Camelot. He's chosen again tonight, Lerner and Loewe, this time a scene from My Fair Lady. So, ladies and gentlemen and panelists, the curtain rises on Mr. Anthony Waters.
I've grown accustomed to her face. She almost makes the day begin. I've grown accustomed to the tune. She whistles night and noon. Her smiles, her frowns, her ups, her downs are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I was serenely independent and content before we met. Surely I could always be that way again. And yet I've grown accustomed to her looks, accustomed to her voice, accustomed to her face. Marry Freddie. What an infantile idea. What a heartless, wicked, brainless thing to do. But she'll regret it. She'll regret it. It's doom before they even take the vow. Poor Eliza. How simply frightful. How humiliating. How delightful. How poignant it will be on that inevitable night when she hammers on my door in tears and rags. Miserable and lonely, repentant and contrite. Will I take her in or hurl her to the wolves? Give her kindness or the treatment she deserves? Will I take her back or throw the baggage out? I'm a most forgiving man. The sort who never could, ever would, take a position and staunchly never budge. Just a most forgiving man. But I will never take her back. If she were crawling on her knees, let her promise to atone, let her shiver, let her moan, or slam the door and let the hellcat freeze. Marry Freddie, huh? But I'm so used to hear her say good morning every day. Her joys, her woes, her highs, her lows are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I'm very grateful she's a woman and so easy to forget. Rather like a habit one can always break. And yet, I've grown accustomed to the trace of something in the air, accustomed to her face.
Thank you very much indeed, Anthony Waters. And we are over halfway now in this show. You know, our next act really didn't need our help on that road to stardom. For instance, he's been resident at the Talk of the Midlands, and he's about to return to Australia on an appearance out there. In fact, he was there recently, stepping in for Harry Seacombe. He certainly doesn't look like Harry. No, he looks more like Ricky DeSoni.
Brother standing by the road with a heavy load from a sweet, sweet soul. If you see your sister falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. You've got to try a little kindness. the narrow-minded street. Don't walk around with down and outs. Lend a helping hand instead of doubts. In the kindness that you show in every way, will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine a light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. Don't walk around with down and outs. Lend a helping hand instead of doubts. In the kindness that you show in every way, will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try the narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people of the narrow-minded street.
Thank you very much indeed, Ricky Tassoni. Well, now, here's a trio whose music appears to come out of some medieval grotto, drinking songs for people who sometimes feel a little blotto. Something new, something old is their motto. The name, simply, what is it? Trotto!
Here's good old sign and ring it down, ring it down. Here's good old sign and ring it down, ring it down. Here's good old sign and it makes spring grow whining. Here's good old sign and ring it down. Here's good old whiskey, ring it down, ring it down. Here's good old whiskey, ring it down, ring it down. Here's good old whiskey, it makes you feel so frisky. Here's good old whiskey, drink it down. Well, and here's good old brandy, drink it down, ring it down. Here's good old brandy, drink it down, drink it down. Here's
Thank you very much indeed, Trotto. Well, now, at this stage, we've heard 3 acts without going to the panel. I've got Anthony Waters here. Let's see what Tony Hatch thought about that act.
Anthony Waters, I missed him when he first appeared on the programme. And I think that the panel must have shown great courage that week, because it must have been a difficult job for them. I found him fairly convincing in his role as Professor Higgins. And I think that if he gets some stage experience, I don't know how much he's had already, but there's a shortage of actor-singers, he could do well.
Thank you very much, Tony Hatch. And Ricky DeSoni, can we go back to you, Tony Hatch, briefly?
Yes, I've seen Ricky DeSoni before, of course. He's very good, he's very professional. I just wish that he'd adopt a new position for delivering his songs. Maybe the right foot in front of the left for a change.
Right. Thank you, Ricky DeSoni. And finally, briefly about Trotto.
Trotto, it's very different. I don't know whether the ethnic groups take Trotto very seriously, but I would think that's the area in which they would work, very underground. A long way.
Right, thank you very much, Tony Hatch. Well, we're now going to take another couple of minutes break. When you come back, the unique sounds in the 50s of Show Waddy Waddy. We've got John DeBoth, comedian Jackie Carlton, and singer-composer John D. Bryant. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's so I can hear myself. That's what I need.
7-9-4-8, New Faces, Part 3, Take 1.
On February the 3rd, 1959, in Fargo, North Dakota, 3 rock and roll stars were killed in an air crash. These were Richie Valens, the Big Bopper, and a man who was to become a legend after his life had ended. Show Waddy Waddy pays tribute to the late great Buddy Holly.
Oh, hey, 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 little baby, said you make me want to be with you. Hey, boy, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling when you say I love you, rave on. Well, rave on, crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling. I'm so glad you're the feeling you love me. Rave on, make a macaroni. I wanna see her rock and roll with her blue jeans on. She's not very fat, just skin and bone. But out of her, she lets me for my hair, but now we can be making love underneath the apple tree. Whoa! She's my one and only, she's my heart's desire. She's a real old sinner, she's a real live wire. Everybody turn when my baby walk by. She's song in the streets, she really catches her eye. I love her, that's me. Oh, I can't be now with me, making love underneath the apple tree. Whoa, yeah.
Fine, thank you very much. That's the way we start off part 3 of our all-winners show tonight. The name of the group, Show Waddy Waddy, who came from Leicester, and they were one of our winners early on in this series. Well, now we're going to quieten it down a little bit. We're going to listen to the voice of Jean de Both. He was a favourite not only with our panel, but with you at home, and with a number of ladies who just want to see him on television again. The striking face and voice of Jean de Both.
My darling, I've wandered for your touch a long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed, your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to that sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely riverside, wait for me, please wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still more? Godspeed, your love to me.
Thank you very much indeed. Jean de Both. Well, now we're going to find out what Clifford Davis thought about this group, first of all. Show Waddy Waddy. Clifford Davis.
Well, they're quite fantastic. I mean, I think they're terribly modern. I think they're going to do tremendously. I'm very excited, and I think they're wonderful. There are 8 of them, I think. I think the trouble they've taken with this act and the teddy boy suits and so on, I can only again wish them all the best of luck. I think they're wonderful.
And can we come back to you now, and this time Jean de Both.
Well, Jean de Both is a bit out of the Sacha Distel stable. I enjoyed him. He's very smooth, he's very professional, and I just hope he does as well as he ought to do.
Fine, thank you very much. Remember, at this point in time, that we're not getting marks just yet. We're waiting till the end of the show, and then we're going to mark all the 13 acts. Well, now it's time to meet the only comedian who came through to our all-winners show. He's been a favourite in Manchester for many, many years. Indeed, in one of his first appearances, Her Majesty the Queen laughed a lot, and Prince Albert thought he was pretty funny too. Here he is, Mr. Jackie Carlton.
I'm back. From 40 years of obscurity to an overnight failure. It's nice to be here, though, with you. The producer said to me, "Are you all right?" I said, "I think I am." 60 years on the stage and never dropped a sequin. The last show did me marvellous. When I won the last show, it was terrific. When I went home to Manchester, the phone never stopped ringing. People can be very cruel. I see my friend Mary Whitehouse isn't here tonight. I think she's frightened, you know. As if I'd show her up. I feel lost without her, you know. I feel like Hilda Baker without Cynthia. If I'd have known that Mary Whitehouse wasn't here tonight, I wouldn't have come, you know. I've had a shocking journey. 300 miles in a train all the way from Duckingfield. 300 miles in a train without a corridor. My legs were plaited. Oh, that reminds me of the car, yes. Mother, are you watching, love? Mother, don't go too near the fire and don't strike any matches. She's been out all day siphoning petrol. I'm dreading the New Year. The New Year's my mother, you know. She goes out every New Year. She lets the New Year in, you know, in a night frock. She goes out to the back door, a night light in one hand, half a ton of slack in the other, round the corner. Dark gentleman, if she's lucky. In the front way with the coal. I mean, to say, we've got to look after her this year, you know, with this coal shortage. It's terrible, isn't it? We've got to get her an armed guard. Coal shortage. I mean, that's the trouble. All the miners are on opportunity knocks. You didn't see them two last week, did you? I think they're back on days. Mind you, there's another contingent on next week, on next Monday. It's a miners' choir from Clanfair for Clapham, they're from Rill. And they're singing The Miner's Dream of Home with an authentic miner's setting, you know, a sort of a replica of the Kremlin. And I think Clifford Davis will like that one. And if there's any miners in watching tonight on your colour tellies, I'm talking about the dockers. But you know, happy days. You see, you know the trouble with Mary Whitehouse. See, I love Mary, really. My mother loves Mary Whitehouse. You know, are you listening? Are you there, Mary, in that 2 up and 2 down in Worcester? My mother's made some dolls for Christmas. She's made one just like you. Well, she didn't make it. The coloured people made it next door. Mind you, my mother's got to stick the pins in it. There was a knock on the door at our house the other night. My mother went to the door. She's a bit deaf. She said, "What do you want?" This fella said, "I'm making a collection on behalf of Duckingfield Central Urban District Council at the Poor Wanderers Primitive Buddies Football Team in association with Delft, Diddle, Dobcross and Denshaw, Royal Antelope, Nod and Buffalo's Prize Brass Band." My mother said, "You what?" He said, "I'm making a collection on behalf of Duckingfield Central Urban District Council at the Poor Wanderers Primitive Buddies Football Team in association with Delft, Diddle, Dobcross and Denshaw, Royal Antelope, Nod and Buffalo's Prize Brass Band." My mother said, "You'd have to speak up, I'm a bit deaf." Oh, he said, "Forget it." And as he walked down the path, my mother shouted, "Hey, don't bang that gate." He said, "Knickers." She said, "Yes, and knickers to the Duckingfield Central Urban District Council." Ta-ra, I'll see ya!
Thank you very much indeed, Jackie Carlton. Well, now to our very last act on New Faces. Now, he's a very original singer, this particular act, because when he came on our show, he sang one of his own numbers. Tonight, he's chosen another one. It's just been recorded too. "Peace Will Be Mine." The singer, John D. Bryant.
We are to live for only moments, no sooner here than we are gone. We shall achieve no more than those before, and still we would live on. There will be few who pay for heaven. There will be few who pray for love. There will be few who wish for peace to come, and fewer still above. Peace will be mine, the prophets say, and like a flower it will grow. Be not afraid to love my brother man, and peace is mine Blessed are the few who know the answer. Blessed are the few who pray for sight. Blessed are the few who wish for peace on earth, for they have seen the light. Peace will be mine, the prophets say, and like a flower it will grow. Be not afraid to love my brother man, and peace is mine
Thank you very much, John D. Bryant, our last of 13 winning new faces tonight. Now we're going to go straight over to Bill Ward. Briefly, please, Bill Ward, on Jackie Carton.
Oh, what a gay day. I liked him very much. He's a lovely comic, and he's been around for a long time, and I don't know why the hell he hasn't appeared on bigger shows than this one.
That's a very nice comment. Thank you very much indeed, Jackie Carton. Right. Can we now talk about the last act there, John D. Bryant?
Folk singers are poets, of course, and sincerity is their stock in trade. They sing rather like I do, which isn't very well, but you have to listen to them because they hold your attention, and John D. certainly held mine.
Fine. Well, there we have it. The 13 acts tonight competing for that place tomorrow night. Sunday night at the London Palladium, which you can see live at 7:25. Well, now it comes to the most important time of the evening, the judging and marking of those 13 acts. Let's now go across to that scoreboard. The rules are pretty simple, actually, for judging tonight. We're going to ask each of the panel to go right through the 13 acts, starting with George Huxley's jazz band and going to John D. Bryant. It's going to be Tony Hatch to begin.
George Huxley's jazz band, 61. Charlie James, 76. Dry Ginger, 63. Tom Waite, 80. Yakety Yak, 52. Elaine Simmons, 58. Anthony Waters, 64. Ricky Disoni, 78. Trotto, 45. Show Waddy Waddy, 85. Jean DeBoth, 71. Jackie Carlton, 65. John D. Bryant, 76.
Well, we let the score. We'll let the scoreboard fill up there as we go straight on. Don't worry, we'll keep going back to that scoreboard to see what the situation is. We go now to you, Bill Ward, and your marks, please.
Well, the George Huxley Jazz Band, 58. Charlie James, 62. Dry Ginger, 48. Tom Waite, 92. Yakety Yak, 76. Elaine Simmons, 53. Anthony Waters, 51. Ricky Disoni, 52. Trotto, 38. Show Waddy Waddy, 82. Jean DeBoth, 61. Jackie Carlton, 84. John D. Bryant, 74.
There we are then. Those are the marks. And at the present, I'm going to go over to Tom Waite, who seems to be in front. Feeling a bit nervous, are you, Tom?
More than a bit.
What do you think it'll be like appearing at the Sunday night at the London Palladium if you did win tonight?
Not there yet. It'd be rather fantastic.
Well, we'll have to wait and see because we've one more set of marks to come. Show Waddy Waddy are close there as well at the present. As we go back now to the panel to Clifford Davis for the last set of judging.
George Huxley's Jazz Band, 65. Charlie James, 75. Dry Ginger, 65. Tom Waite, 85. Yakety Yak, 75. Elaine Simmons, 60. Anthony Waters, 70. Ricky Disoni, 75. Trotto, 60. Show Waddy Waddy, 83. Jean DeBoth, 65. Jackie Carlton, 84. John D. Bryant, 65.
Well, that's the situation on the scoreboard. Let's now see what it is as we come for that final set of marking and have a close look at that scoreboard tonight. Still coming up there. We'll just give it a moment. Remember that the winning act goes into Sunday night at the London Palladium. And at the present, yes, I'm told that the winner, the man who you'll be seeing tomorrow night at the London Palladium, is Tom Waite. We'll be back in the new year. The best of luck to all our new faces and have a very, very happy new year.